subscribe for the very latest.
Bye, Daddy.
Chord Room, more than a podcast.
So, listen, there's one more person that I forgot to mention earlier and passed away. And that's O.J. Simpson.
Oh, snap.
O.J. Simpson. R.I.P. to the juice.
R.I.P.
to the juice.
And big shout out to Butter doing life up in the pen.
Hey, shout out to shout out to Butter doing life in the box, man. Hey, but listen. I'm telling y'all, it's been a lot of disrespectful things said about the juice, man. You know, the original OJ. You know, Caitlyn Jenner. She told him good riddance. She told him good riddance.
I'm trying to clarify. Jenner they were the prosecutor, right?
Oh, bad.
No. Yeah. That's yeah. I think so. He was a track star.
No, was he a prosecutor in this trial?
No, he was a track star.
No. I'm sorry. That was
Roberts.
Yeah.
Kardashian.
Yeah, that was
Kardashian.
He was on the Wheaties box. He was on the Wheaties box years ago.
Yeah, that was Kardashian. That was Kim's dad.
He was what I'm sorry. She was one of the fastest men to run at one point. I'm sorry.
You're trying your best.
They're laughing, but I'm sincerely trying my best. Please. I'm trying my best.
Please don't ban us.
Right. I'm trying my best. I'm not trying to disrespect them. I'm just her. But I'm just saying.
It's hard.
It's very difficult for the OG. So please don't get at me. I'm just saying. But moving along. There's a lot of disrespect towards OJ Simpson. And keep it in the buck. OJ legacy was trashed, right? For a 2-year trial, but he sold a lot of Broncos. Let's keep it a G. They sold a lot of Broncos in OJ's name.
Wow,
because when he was on the run,
wow,
that
sponsorship.
He sponsored Ford with the with the Broncos.
That's crazy.
This is a fact. This is a fact. Now, the alleged fact, but it's a fact that they dropped the new Bronco on the anniversary when OJ was on the run.
That's messed
They dropped the new Bronco that one year. The new. I'm just saying. Just like y'all think he fouled, y'all fouled too. It was a lot. Y'all got a lot of sponsorships off the OJ trial, of a person who was murdered. Yes, y'all had millions of people watching this on TV, right? Y'all think OJ fouled? Y'all fouled too, but that's another thing. I'm just saying. Let's talk about OJ. When y'all think about OJ, y'all only think about the trial?
That I'm not gonna lie, man. That's up. That I mean, when you first mention his name to me, yeah, that trial comes up first. I mean, that's one of the things that comes up because I mean, it's made that much of an impact throughout history. I mean, it overshadows all the other stuff he's done, from being a football player, from being an actor, all this other stuff. It shadows it. I mean, this trial and his stint in jail, the 9 years he did in jail.
Right.
That overshadows it.
But we need to highlight the fact that he was not arrested for murder. Right?
He wasn't arrested for murder. I mean, but it still is, everybody knows when he got arrested and he went back on and he went his own trial, it wasn't for murder, but everybody knows that trial was still I feel that trial still weighed a toll on to that new trial for what he got arrested for, and that was I guess the powers that be saying, "I got you.
Hey,
we still got you."
OJ put the Robin Hood uniform on. Said, "I'm coming back to the table with mine, my brother."
Which, by the way, was the stupidest thing you could have ever did.
Hey.
You mean to tell me that you escaped trial and got away? You did what a lot of people were not able to do. You were the one that got away. So you mean to tell me that they wasn't mad at you? And you gonna sit there and taunt them with a book saying something, if I did it.
Now that was crazy.
Then you're gonna sit up here. That ain't the only time he did it. I mean, the interview, he up there gonna act like he's like playing murder to the reporter that was interviewing him. And then you're gonna turn around and try to steal your own memorabilia, which is, I mean, really, at the end of the day, really, if you feel like that strong about it, if it was yours, why don't you fight for it legally? But you gonna sit up here and act like you think you above the law because you got away off of murder?
Listen, he ain't black. He OJ.
He's black.
The gloves ain't.
That's cold.
That's what he said, dog. That's what he said.
That's cold.
The gloves didn't fit.
And you know what? We're gonna be real. We're gonna be real. We being real here. We're gonna be real. We're gonna be 100% real here. We're gonna be 100% real.
We getting off the interstate. We better get off the interstate.
We got a flat tire. We got a flat tire. Pull over.
No, he ain't do it, but he had something to do with that. That's all I gotta say. Let's call a spade a spade.
Listen, you call a spade a spade. I don't believe it. When
don't care.
Hold on. When somebody goes to court and the judge say he not guilty, I ain't got no choice.
The only reason why he got off is because, yes, that was a racist trial. They were trying to get it. It was the fact that this is a black man. He killed a white woman, and they wanted to make sure that he paid.
Allegedly. And stop saying the K word. I don't want to get kicked off YouTube.
They held him responsible for that. That's how they saw it. So that was all that they saw in their eyes. And it was a racist trial. And Johnny Cochran outlined the flaws in their whole reasoning and deduction behind it, and that's how he got off. It was because the only thing they saw was racism, and they was trying to get him for that.
Listen,
that's the only reason why I didn't fall.
I have no proof. We have no proof that this man did anything.
That's true. We didn't.
That we cannot say that he had anything to do with it. They said he was not guilty. The glove did not fit.
These views are held by mine and mine alone. It doesn't hold of it. It's not reflective of the courtroom. But I believe that man had something to do with that. I believe that's my personal belief. That's a personal belief. However you want to call it, but that's not my belief. But
I have a quick question for y'all.
Yes.
How many different documentaries have y'all seen on that whole?
A few of them.
There's been there's a new one about the whole situation every 3 or 4 years.
Especially with the one that with the guy who was behind bars saying that he had something to do, he was involved with the whole murder, and then was going on record saying that OJ hired him.
Yeah, there was one with some other dude did it. One other one I saw said his son did it.
Listen. Y'all cannot believe what's on TV. Y'all go on and believe the media if you want to. Go on and believe the media if you want to. Chuck, what you got to say, dog?
Man, OJ is complicated. It's some layers to it, because I guess for me, on a serious note, when people pass, outside of maybe even though they may have whatever they may have been accused of or did, I try to let people quote unquote rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to go through that whole character assassination road. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if I know we got beliefs in certain things may have occurred, but we we done went through the legal process, and it is what it is. I think that's where I kind of I felt a little perturbed about like some of the, especially on like, you know, cause I watch ESPN, so I saw like that segment on First Take. I saw the segments Stephen A. just did. Right. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because it's just like I know the trial was controversial from the standpoint it was him, and it basically captured America in a nutshell as far as racism, right? So that one case, it just sticks into a lot of people's souls, and they can't unplug it. It's just in there. So, but I excluding that, like OJ is actually the model for the modern athlete. You think about what OJ pulled off at the time he pulled it off. OJ arguably is a top 10 running back in the league ever. The first running back to 2K in 14 games. OJ was that dude. Broke every record at USC. And then once he gets to retirement, he started doing commercials. Well, actually, we were doing commercials when he was playing. Then it got, heightened after his playing career was over. Then he went to acting, etc. So he was really one of like the first generation athletes that really built a brand after sports. If you think about it, it's like him, maybe Jim Brown, some others, but he really was like that dude. So, OJ, I didn't even know he was sick. I know he had made a post not too long ago saying, people had reached out to him, with thoughts and prayers. I'm like, what's that all about? And he did kind of look, because the last time I saw OJ, when he was doing an interview with Cam and Mace, and he kind of looked, smaller than usual. So I was
right.
So I was like, I don't know. So, but especially with black men, when they saw it, they're saying they got health issues. There's only about 5 things generally that I can think of. Like, okay, he's 70-some years old, black man. Right. I already know kind of where this kind of gonna land. So, and
he sat in jail.
Yeah.
We don't know what's in jail. You know what I mean? Like, what type of nonsense is in there? What's in the systems and the air they're breathing?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of those jail cells are not being taken care of like they should be. So they probably they're probably infested with black mold and everything.
Right. Oh man, yeah, that's a fact. So I was just looking like, dang, look like his normal self. Even though he didn't look like his normal self, he was still, relatively jovial.
He was.
And then just bam, that it just happened. Right. So I'm like damn. So yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Yes, it's I don't know. It's just kind of, it's one of those things where, with OJ, he's polarizing, and due to the trial, he made a lot of people pick a side.
Right.
There ain't no real gray with OJ. Either it's one or the other, and it has been exhibited in media right now. Like I have yet to see anyone talk about his playing career.
Speaking of that, right. Well, go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
So OJ Simpson, like the name, whenever I would hear the name, like growing up, I always related to like everybody would always say OJ did it or OJ didn't do it. Like that was the thing. It wasn't until I had this video game called NFL Street 2. I don't know if any of y'all know about it.
Ooh, yeah. That was a fire game.
Yes, I played this video game called NFL Street 2. But you could put legendary players, and OJ Simpson was one of the players. I'm looking at bro's stats, and I'm like, bro, wait a minute. This dude. Right. So then I look up his highlights. I'm like, this dude was.
Right.
I'm like, Yo, I'm like, this dude was as when you talk about some of the best running backs of all time, one of the best talents that ever hit the NFL. I'm like, this dude was cold. I'm like, so it's so crazy how like none of that. Every time when you hear his name, it's like that gets bypassed because of this whole situation of what we don't know and sort of know and might know, versus what we do know of how he was a phenomenal football player. And I'll just be like, this dude was cold. When I seen it, I was like, wow.
Yo, let's talk about how cold he was. According to NBCLosAngeles.com, during OJ's time at USC, he made two Rose Bowl appearances. Right? He carried the ball in his 2 seasons. He carried the ball 674 times.
Wow. Workhorse.
In 22 games, he racked up 3,423 yards and 36 touchdowns.
Wow.
According to the Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame.com. He was an All-American, 2-time, unanimous. Everybody said, yo, OJ, twice, All-American at USC. 1968 Heisman Trophy winner. According to NFL Films, in 1973, OJ played 14 games. This is the standard at that time. The man racked up 2,003 yards.
Wow.
In 14 games.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
The infamous Thanksgiving game. Right?
Yeah, like 250 on that game.
Bruh. And so this is 1976. Now, here's the crazy thing about OJ. Nobody knew what quarterback he played for.
That's a fact.
Right? So he played for this quarterback. So the quarterback that year, 1976, is Gary, I think it's pronounced Morangi, from Long Island. Shout out to Rockville Center.
Hey.
He, in this game, Gary, he had 4 completed passes.
Damn.
Out of 21.
Whoa. We ain't gonna scheme past that. You said 4 out of what now?
4 completions out of 29 passes.
Damn. I could did that. Bro, what is that?
OJ ran 29 times for 273 yards.
He was out there straight F-250 mode out there. Just okay. Let's stop right there. Let's explore that. You know how bad you have to be, because first of all, you got OJ back there. OJ, I'm talking not Orange Juice. I'm talking about OJ, Orenthal, James, Simpson back there. You know you're gonna get single coverage every single time this man run the ball. Single coverage.
OJ. There's no hiding OJ.
No, not with that forehead. Ain't no way you can hide that.
Hey, wait. Yeah, he had a helmet on though, man.
Nah. You can see through the helmet. It looked like he wasn't even wearing the helmet. He just had out there.
Y'all got
you just saw the bar.
That's messed up.
But
that's messed up.
But I'm just saying, when you got a running back of that ilk, you know you're gonna get sick, because them 2 safety gonna be playing in the box. That means the corner's gonna be playing man to man, and that's easy money for any quarterback. And you did 4 completions out of 29 attempts. 4, not 4. 4.
Here's the thing, though, Chuck. When OJ gets past that line, ain't no catching OJ.
Oh yeah, he
But
break a lot of
hold on.
scrimmage.
By time you catch him, he already got 20, 30 yards on him.
If his head goes forward,
It's over.
good luck.
I'm telling you.
That's like jogging out there.
That's how he got all the yards. His head.
Like
Bruh, that's
his talent was ahead of his time. Like
Paul,
when you-
Bruh,
no,
I like what
hey,
you.
no-
I like what you did there.
Right,
I like what
hey.
you.
No pun intended. No pun intended. Hey, he didn't even know he did. He didn't even know what he
He
did.
didn't even know it.
He didn't know what he did.
Ahead of his time.
Hey, but
that's
hold
a
on.
fact.
Hey, listen. But we gotta also remember this. OJ is number 40 all-time NFL player. He's number 40, right? Ending career. He ended the career. First of all, that's a record. 273 yards in one game. It's a record, right? He ended his career. He ended his career, his pro career, with 11,236 rushing yards, 2,142 receiving yards, 990 kicking yards, with a total of 14,368 yards.
That's crazy.
How long did he play?
He played for 11 seasons.
Dang.
Cooking.
60. Listen, bro. Listen. Y'all say what y'all want about OJ Simpson, but he's one of the greatest athletes to ever touch cleats.
And the sad thing is, all of that's covered up because of this crazy trial.
But see, here's the problem that I have, though. Where was this energy when Aaron Hernandez died? Where was that energy? Aaron Hernandez was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Wasn't he convicted of murder?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He was in jail. Like
Yeah. Hey.
he was a cold tight end. Like yeah.
Yeah.
You see
you were cold.
My thing is I understand. So I know what you think OJ did, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Y'all think OJ did it, but Aaron was convicted. I ain't hear no good riddance to Aaron Hernandez. It might have been some, but not to this extent.
I told you, because he was the one that got away. He won the trial. That is why, and that is what that still bubbles up into a lot of people's mind, is that they feel that he got away.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm done with this. Because I started to get passionate. I started to ramble. I'm just saying, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. That's all I got to say.
Deeper than rap, graffiti, break dancing, DJ and B-boy stance, MCing. I harness those artifacts, collecting data of the transitions like an almanac. Hip-hop ain't dead, these young boys different, adapting. Over time, every day the world's spinning. Let's celebrate the fact we still winning, we global. Kids from the project became moguls. Real to real track boards to Pro Tools, vinyls, cassettes, and the tape decks, CDs. Now you can stream your music to the consumer direct and get most of the check. I'm noble, and with that, I gotta respect that you ain't gotta accept that you can ride and get left, yo. Bars beyond ground level.